Hey there, Tasia like Fantasia here, and I am so excited to introduce you to my newly refreshed Notion for Music Practice template series. Before we dive in, I want to give you a little background about myself. I am a Notion Essential certified Notion ambassador and a classically trained percussionist. I love designing Notion solutions for the creative arts because it is such a customizable tool, and we all have some unique needs as artists. In my late 20s, I returned to university to finish up my undergraduate degrees in both music and psychology. And this Notion for Music Practice template is the practice journal I wish I had when I was a full-time performance major. With this template, you can trust that it has what you need because it was created for musicians by a musician. I believe in making products accessible to everyone, no matter your budget. So for all of my music template series, I will be offering a free, basic, and premium version so you can select which option best fits your needs and your budget. Are you ready to take a look inside? Let's dive in. In the free version, you'll get access to the practice log database with custom music icons, 2 pre-built database templates, 8 pre-built database views, and a music centering routine and practice outline included in the database template. When we take a look inside the music practice log, you'll see that you have a gallery view, a basic list view, a calendar view, timeline. And then you also have a few review options where you can view practice sessions by effectiveness, location, day of week. This gives you a way to review some of your past practice sessions and start identifying trends so that you can make your future practice sessions even more effective. In the basic version, you'll get access to the practice journal dashboard, and this has everything in the free version, plus a custom dashboard layout, practice preparation tips, practice strategies, and some bonus resources for you. In this music practice journal, you'll see at the top of the dashboard page, you have some strategies to help you prepare for an effective practice session. You have a list of practice strategies and their definitions that you can try throughout your practice sessions. And we have a practice calendar down here where you can see your practice entries in a calendar view. And then also this practice review section, which takes those previous database views in the practice log and gives you a place to view them in one spot down here. And finally, at the bottom, we have the data basement where the source database is going to live. Then you have some free music icons to download and some recommended resources. These are blogs, websites, and books that I highly recommend for any music student. Next up, in our premium version, we have the Music Practice Studio workspace. This has everything in the basic version, plus you get a total of 5 specialty dashboards. You get 7 additional databases, and you get 15 pre-built database templates for all of those new databases you have, and then some inspirational music quotes sprinkled throughout the template to help keep you motivated. All right, let's take a peek inside the Music Practice Studio. In this template, you have your main Music Practice Studio dashboard page. And this has a brief overview of your practice journal, the music you're studying, performances, and quick links to those resources mentioned in the basic version. You'll have your database down here where you can find the source databases used throughout this template and the dashboard pages used throughout the template. In this template, you will also have a database video tour that gives you further instructions on how these different databases are structured and how to best use them. Jumping over to the practice journal page, this looks just like the basic version, where at the top you have some strategies to help you prepare for an effective practice session, some strategies for taking restorative art breaks, which stands for attention restoration theory. If you want to read more about that, you can check out my article on my website there. We also have a performance timeline. This is something that's new from the basic version, where you can actually set up performance timelines based on performance dates for any pieces that you are working on. And this helps you prepare using a 12-week performance timeline to make sure you are hitting all of your milestones as you're getting ready for upcoming performances. Next up, we have those practice strategies, but in this version, these are a related database that you can actually tag to individual practice entries. And next up, we have our music dashboard page, and this is where you can keep track of music that you are currently studying, that you've studied in the past, as well as any techniques and methods that you are studying. Under here, we have your performance schedule, which is just a basic calendar view of any upcoming performances you might have. And you have a composers database where you can keep track of composers that you are currently studying, all composers or past composers. Next up, we have the performances dashboard, and this is where you will again have a section to review your currently studying pieces. This includes visual or audio recordings. Down here, you can organize and view audio specific recordings and video recordings. You can also take a look at this performance schedule. Again, this shows performance timelines if there's a piece that you are working on, and calendar for specific performance dates. We have a calendar of recordings, so you can see in calendar view those different dates that you recorded something. And finally, we have our review dashboard. This review dashboard takes a look at your past practice journal entries. This is a weekly view with all of that database property information. You can switch views to take a look at different locations and see how effective you were based on different practice locations, different practice strategies and techniques. So on your most effective practice days, take a look at the practice strategies you use for those days, and maybe you want to incorporate those into future practice sessions. Next up, you can take a look at effectiveness by weekday and see if there are any particular days of the week where you tend to have better practice sessions so that you can put your most complex and difficult music practice on those days. And then maybe keep the days where you're not as focused, not as in the moment with your music. Use those days for some general methods and technique practice. Under the review page, you can take a look at performance reviews. In the performance databases, you do have the option to jot down notes based on your performance, and there are some performance checklists to help you strategically review any of your recorded performances so that you can improve on your performance technique moving forward. That wraps up the Premium Music Practice Studio. I hope you enjoyed this Notion for Music Practice template as much as I enjoyed making it. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions or comments. I love to hear your feedback. And if you're watching from my YouTube channel, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you always get notified when I put out new templates and new Notion quick tip videos. And as always, stay creative.